When celebrities get exposed for being rude, they don't just lose their fan base, they also get banned from the red carpet. That's exactly what happened to the stars on this list. First up, we have Emma Roberts. The actress is certified Hollywood royalty, being the niece of Julia Roberts, but that didn't save her from getting cancelled last September when her co-star Angelica Ross spoke out against her. The two of them starred in American Horror Story together, and according to Angelica, it was nothing short of a nightmare. Apparently, Emma irritated almost every actor on the set because she was playing mind games with people. Angelica said, "My blood is boiling because I'm like, if I say something, it's going to be me that's the problem. I know this because there was someone who spoke up about what she was doing and they got repercussions from it. Not her, they did. So she chose not to report it because she felt she would be retaliated against." After that incident, apparently the two of them didn't speak for the rest of their time filming together. She also claimed that Emma yelled at directors and tried to compare salaries with her co-stars, all because she was trying to make it very clear that she was number one on the call sheet and she was the one in charge. So it sounds like she was terrorizing people in general, upsetting other actors, and throwing her weight around in an insufferable way. Once this story came out, there was intense backlash against the actress and problematic past behavior, so it's safe to say she won't be on the red carpet for a little while. Next up, we have Star Trek actor Zachary Quinto, who was exposed for his horrible behavior online. A Toronto restaurant called Manita recently accused him of berating staff, driving the host to tears, and freaking out other customers during brunch. They posted a statement on their Instagram story saying, "Zachary Quinto, an amazing Spock, but a terrible customer. Yelled at staff like an entitled child after he didn't reply to 2 texts to inform him his table was ready, and refused to believe the empty tables in the dining room weren't available for him despite being politely informed that they were spoken for." The message went on to say, "Made our host cry and the rest of our brunch diners uncomfortable. Mr. Quinto, take your bad vibes somewhere else. We have many lovely celebrities join us at Manita, but you are not one of them." Zachary is most known for playing Commander Spock in the Star Trek movies between 2009 and 2016, and has gone on to have a very successful career ever since. He was also a fan favorite in American Horror Story. The potential PR dent comes at a sensitive time for the actor, considering that he has a new medical drama coming out called Brilliant Minds, which is set to premiere in the fall. So it's no surprise that fans are upset about this news. After all, you have to be a pretty entitled celebrity to get yourself banned from a restaurant. That brings us to James Corden. The famous talk show host is now one of the most hated celebrities in Hollywood, and a lot of it comes down to what people say is his fake personality. On screen, he seems to be a funny and lovable guy, but in real life, it appears to be a different story entirely. Some of the allegations against James include him reportedly screaming at staff at the Balthazar restaurant in New York because his wife received an egg yolk omelet with egg white in it. He was banned from the restaurant, and the owner claims he is the most abusive customer ever. In 2010, a moment of genuine drama unfolded at the Glamour Awards ceremony as Corden clashed with X-Men star Patrick Stewart on stage. As he walked up on stage, Stewart told Corden to get his hands out of his pockets and accused him of looking around as if he would rather be anywhere in the world but here. In response, Corden said, "Oh, you couldn't be more wrong, sir, you couldn't be more wrong, genuinely, and if it looked like that, I am so sorry, but when you come up and present an award, just get on with it." Stewart kept the argument going though, and things got incredibly awkward for everyone watching. Truly a bizarre moment in award show history. Next on the list, we have Amy Schumer, perhaps the most hated comedian in the world. Amy Schumer has gone through her fair share of hate, including multiple viral YouTube videos with titles such as "Watching Amy Schumer Until I Laugh," where the video is actually 1 hour long. Reasons behind the hating of Amy Schumer include allegations of her stealing jokes, and the proof is pretty wild. One user on Reddit pitched their opinion on the comedian saying, "I really liked her on Inside Amy Schumer, so I went and got tickets to one of her comedy shows. She was an hour late to the show. After some time, the crowd got restless, so they sent some poor intern or something to fill in the time to tell some jokes. Everyone booed him. When Amy did show, she showed up drunk, did about 40 minutes of bad jokes, which just basically involved insulting the audience, and it was over. It was the worst show I've ever been to. Hated her ever since." Moving on to Chrissy Teigen, the cookbook author faced heavy criticism in recent years following reports of cyberbullying. Many celebrities came forward to accuse Teigen, including Lindsay Lohan, Farrah Abraham, and Project Runway star Michael Costello. Teigen publicly apologized for her past behavior multiple times, including in a lengthy post on Medium, which she shared on social media. She also opened up about being in the cancel club following the controversy. Teigen wrote on Instagram in July saying, "Going outside sucks and doesn't feel right. Being at home alone with my mind makes my depressed head race." She ended her post jokingly asking if there was a cancel club reunion she could attend. From there, she was dealt a huge blow after reports circulated that retail giant Bloomingdale's had pulled out of a deal it had in place with the model. Macy's also said that it's not actively selling her cookbook Cravings on their site, and it's difficult to see how her career will recover from such bad publicity. Next up, we have Jonah Hill. Earlier this year, the actor and comedian was exposed online by his ex-girlfriend who claimed that he was controlling and misogynistic. These events have collectively sparked outrage, mostly from other women who said they've had similar experiences in relationships. It started on July 7th, when Sarah Brady shared a series of Instagram stories detailing Jonah's behavior while they were together. She posted DMs and texts that she claims were sent to her when they were dating. She wrote, "Sharing this publicly now because keeping it to myself would causing more damage to my mental health than sharing it ever could do. This is a warning to all girls. If your partner is talking to you like this, make an exit plan. Call me if you need an ear." So what was in these messages? Well, one of them appears to show him chastising her for posting photos of herself surfing in a bikini. When she deletes some of the photos, Jonah allegedly tells her that it's a good start, but that she still doesn't seem to get it. He explains what kind of behavior he feels is crossing his boundaries. This includes her surfing with other men, modeling, posting pictures of herself in a bathing suit, and having friendships with women who are in unstable places. Another celebrity who isn't allowed on the red carpet anymore is Russell Brand. In September of last year, several women made allegations against him, and more disturbing stories have come out about him since. The actor then had his YouTube account suspended, as well as other channels associated with his main YouTube page. He denied everything and issued a video message on social media saying that the stories about him were from a time when he was still acting in the movies. But that was not enough to stop Russell from getting cancelled. His management agency, Travis Wood, terminated all professional ties to him, saying in a statement, "Russell Brand categorically and vehemently denied the allegation made in 2020, but we now believe we were horribly misled by him." Paramount Plus then removed one of his stand-up comedy specials, and the BBC said it removed some content featuring the actor, saying that it now falls below public expectations. After all that, it's pretty clear Russell will not be welcomed back to Hollywood or any celebrity events that he used to attend. Next up, we have Doja Cat. While her music is still as good as ever, Doja Cat is constantly finding herself in hot water these days. After losing nearly 1 million followers for hating on her own fans, she seems to have alienated her remaining fan base by wearing a shirt featuring an extremely controversial person. The picture has now been deleted from Instagram, but not before it was seen by millions. In the photo, Doja is posing in her car while wearing a t-shirt that shows a controversial comedian. After fans called her out on Instagram, she removed the images but left a blurry photo of herself in the same outfit on her Instagram story. She then uploaded a cropped version of one of the pictures, but fans made sure she knew that they hadn't forgotten about the controversy. Not too long ago, she called out some of her stans for creating their own unofficial nickname for her loyal fan base because she didn't sign off on it and she clearly hates the name. She went on a bit of a Twitter rant and wrote, "My fans don't get to name themselves. If you call yourself a kitten or effing kittens, that means you need to get off your phone and get a job and help your parents with the house." Doja ended up losing more than 500,000 followers, and to this day she has not changed her opinion. Moving on to Justin Timberlake, whose reputation took a nosedive after his ex Britney Spears released her memoir, The Woman in Me. In the book, she reveals that she fell pregnant during their relationship but claims that she was forced to end it. She said, "It was a surprise, but for me, it wasn't a tragedy. I loved Justin so much. I always expected us to have a family together one day. This would just be much earlier than I'd anticipated." But she said that Justin definitely wasn't happy about the pregnancy. He said that they weren't ready to have a baby in their lives and that they were way too young. Britney revealed that if the decision had been left up to her alone, she never would have done it. But she only did so because Justin was so sure that he didn't want to be a father. Looking back at the experience, she said, "To this day, it's one of the most agonizing things I have ever experienced in my life." So it's no surprise the internet has been looking back at Justin's past actions with distaste, from how he publicly discussed his relationship with Britney to the media and insulted her after it was over and using her to launch his career. It's no wonder fans have totally turned their back on him. And lastly, we have Sacha Baron Cohen. The comedian was swiftly cancelled this year when actress Rebel Wilson spoke out against him in her memoir. She said that she felt humiliated by Sacha on the set of the 2016 movie The Brothers Grimsby. Rebel said she would never be on a movie set with him again and went on to describe the nightmare of working with him behind the scenes. It was so bad that she said that no sum of money, not even $50 million, could convince her to work with him again. A representative for Sacha then came out with a statement in response saying, "While we appreciate the importance of speaking out, these demonstratively false claims are directly contradicted by extensive, detailed evidence, including contemporaneous documents, film footage, and eyewitness accounts from those present before, during, and after the production of The Brothers Grimsby." But clearly, fans were already turning against him by this point, and the backlash was intensifying. It didn't help that Sacha had a reputation for causing trouble. Back in 2012 at the Oscars, he had an infamous interview with Ryan Seacrest. It was a complete mess. While still in character from one of his movies, Sacha emptied an urn all over Ryan and the ashes went everywhere. It was a complete disaster. No wonder reporters tend to avoid him on the red carpet. But what do you think about all this? Let us know in the comments below and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye!